Hey guys, how's it going? Today I'm going to be putting an A229 Plus dash cam in my parents' car. I think one of the best highlighting qualities about this dash cam is that it uses the Sony Stark 2 imaging sensors, and I haven't seen any other dash cam use this. So this is what separates this product from everyone on the market, and why I'm interested in it is because it has 2K HDR quality guaranteed by these Starvis 2 image sensors, and because of the sensors that are in these cameras, the front and rear have these sensors. It has amazing image quality. It'll separate the darks and the contrast really well, and then this product also comes with an extra lens in it, so you can put it on the lens of your front camera and the sun won't, it's a polarizing lens, so the sun won't affect your image quality. Now there's more features on this camera than I can memorize, so we're gonna install this on my parents' Kia, and we'll go through the installation on it. Every car is gonna be a little bit different with the installation, but it's pretty much the same. So I'm gonna be installing this on my parents' Kia SUV. I think this will be a great example for this product because the Kia and SUV is gonna be the hardest out of pretty much any vehicle on the market to install this on, and I'm gonna show you how easy it is to do this. Now you're gonna want to get a VIOFO SD card for this as well. If you use a different SD card, then there might be some issues with the dash cam. I've had some issues with the dash cam I've done in the past. So just when you get this camera, you can go on their website and they'll offer options to get an SD card. You're gonna want to get one of their SD cards so that it's compatible with the dash cam. And it goes up to 512 gigabytes. I have a 64. All right, so this is my parents' car, and you can see it's a pretty large SUV. So this would be a great example for this dash cam that we're working on here. It's a very nice packaging. This shows you the exact wiring that you need to do. It's very simple for this dash cam. You have the front dash cam where all of the processing happens. You have your rear camera. Now they make it really easy to pop this out. You just stick your finger in here. I love that. So we got a C cable. It has stickers that tell you exactly what to do. Connect to front cam. So this is the rear one. It has the longest wire. It goes from the back all the way to the front. Now this one is the front because it has the main power supply right here. First things first, I'm gonna take this cable out, and I'm gonna start with the cable, and then we'll put the camera on last. So for the rear trunk here, I'm going to put the camera on the bottom part of this windshield, not the top, because when we put the camera here, we can wire it all the way down here, and we can have the wire only coming out through here. I'm gonna leave a little bit out for the camera itself, and I'm gonna start from the middle about. Get your little pry tool right there, and kind of, once you get the wire started, you can just kind of push it in like that. And then you can just go all the way around. I just want to hide this as much as possible, but what I'm going to do is take the wire and I'm going to tuck it in. I'm going to tuck it in right here so it doesn't interfere with the actual camera itself. So I'm leaving a little bit of slack here just because when you close the door, I'm going to show you. So the wire's right there. When you close the door, it's not going to pinch it, and I'll show you what it looks like from the inside. So you can see from the inside that when I close the trunk, we just have a little loop right there. You see I open it up and the wire is not affected at all. You close it. You close it and the wire moves with it. Just make sure you leave a little bit of slack here because you want it to be able to move without, you know, pulling at all. So I'm going to continue tucking this wire in around the edge here. In this corner here, where you go around the top, you can route it many different ways, but this is just one of them that I'm doing. And you can see most of this is easy enough where I don't even need to use that pick. But just to get the weather stripping started, you might have to. I want to show you a close-up of how to do this. So you get your finger under this lip like I was saying, and you push the wire underneath this weather stripping. And you can do this with any type of weather stripping. Just work it under with your finger, and you can see the wire is not showing at all. Got a little head on myself, but that's how you do it. You tuck it in right there. And now we're gonna go over here in this crease. Last little bit we got here. This guy right here, it might be a little tight, so started on the edge by the windshield, and try to get it behind. Tuck it in as much as you can. On my car, I have this part sticking out because I gave up trying to push on it. There we go, look at that. Perfectly seamless. Alright, now you can take it out of the windshield a little bit. Now that we have it underneath. And tuck it through the top. And this is about where we'll have our dash cam. I might put the dash cam on the passenger side just so the driver view isn't obstructed, but let's take a look here. The camera is on the bottom side of this. This is what it looks like from the front. So the rear comes in from the driver's side, so make sure you have that aware. The port for the wire is on the left side. So make sure you do the placement on this windshield properly. If you put it right here in the middle, do you want that in your view the whole time? I don't think so. So I'm gonna put it, you either want to put it like close to the passenger side or in the middle, under your mirror, somewhere like that. This one has a big block in the way, so I can't do that exactly, but this will work. All right, now we're gonna peel our little sticker off here. Just like that. And you want to be conscious of the top part when you're putting it in. So we have our side one here, but you also want to make sure that you fit your top one in to make sure that this guy is going to fit. So I'm going to put the camera about right here and give it about an inch gap between here so that I can fit the power cord in. So this is the power cord. You want to fit the power cord right there and behind it. And that's a perfect setup right there. Boom, just like that. See, it's perfect. I doubled up on mine a little bit, so you just want to make sure it's in there and it won't come out. Perfect. Your wire is completely concealed all around the car, and the only thing you can see is the camera in the back and this guy in the front. Man, this camera is really good. You can adjust this back one too. Usually the rear ones aren't adjustable, so you want to take your back camera sticky just like that. So right about here, in between the defrost. Push on it for about 10 seconds. Analyze, observe the beautiful moon as I do that. And look at that. Beautiful camera. And you can just plug that in from the side. I have to move it back a little bit, but there we go. Just like that. So now we're gonna put the power cable in. And this time I'm gonna start from the camera since we have it installed. And I'm gonna go down towards the power, which is right here on the car. So you should have a long enough wire. It's probably gonna be too long for your power supply. So that's why we're starting at the camera, so we can just ball this up next to our power supply and it looks good. So we start with the C connection going to the back of your camera, like I said. Plug that guy in. This top part for me can come loose. So that's, I'm unclicking that quick so we can fit the wire underneath it. You want to check it out? You want to check it out? Oh, pull it. This is mommy. This is mommy's car. Check it out. What you think about the placement? That's the only thing you'll be seeing.
Okay.
Okay.
That's where it goes.
You like it?
Yeah.
And check out the back. Ooh.
There's a back one too?
Yep, we have a rear camera too.
Oh.
And the way I set it up is you only see, so you can open the trunk and close it.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it looks like. The only thing you really see is the wire on the corner, but the camera's on the bottom there.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Fully adjustable voice recognition. We'll test it all out.
Yeah, that's interesting.
And now we're just doing the power. So there won't be enough room to fit the wire all the way underneath through the carpet up here. So what I'm gonna do is take out the glove box. So I'm gonna go underneath this first bracket, grab it, and then I'm gonna go across. Oop. Oh, everything just spilled out. That's amazing. The little guy right here. Plug it in. And just like that, she connects. Now before you turn the camera on, or the car on, take this memory card out. You always want to remove or insert the memory card when the car is off. This is your little memory chip. We're going to turn it backside like this. Take your memory chip and push it until you hear it click. Turn the car on, see what happens. Power it on. You can see it looks very inconspicuous. So first option is to choose your option here, and I'm gonna choose English. All right, we're just gonna click OK on this. I believe GMT0 is what we're at. Automatically set the time and date when a satellite signal has been received. Okay. Miles per hour. All format the micro SD card. Yes, please.
Memory card format successful.
Nice. So this does it for you, but if it didn't, all you have to do is, see that button right there? You hold this record button.
Recording. 2 channels started.
You record this button right here. You hold this down and it formats your card for you if it didn't do it when you first set it up, but obviously it should do that. The camera is upside down for the rear one. Now I almost forgot to show you guys. You want to go in the settings on your phone, and if your rear camera or front camera, for some reason it's probably going to be the rear camera is upside down, you go into your settings and you find rear image rotate and you turn it on. It'll turn it 180 degrees. That was the only issue I had with the installation of this camera, and they have an option to fix it, which is great. And the front one, we can adjust it to how we want. We're gonna put it right there. And I'm gonna show you, I'm actually gonna go ahead, we're gonna drive this car later today and tonight, and I'm gonna show you what the driving footage looks like. I don't have the lens on it yet, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. No lens, no nothing, just straight quality. Oh, it turns off with use too, so you don't have to look at it all the time. That's pretty nice. And these are the little boxes for it, so you have a remote control that can stop or start recording, and you also have this polarizing lens filter that I told you about you can put on. Now go on your phone and download the VIOFO app on your app store. It's gonna ask you to power on the camera by turning on your car, and it's gonna have you connect to the Wi-Fi. Hold the Wi-Fi button until you get
Wi-Fi enabled.
and then you're gonna proceed on your phone and find the VIOFO Wi-Fi.
VIOFO WR1.
And you're gonna enter the password 12345678 to connect to it.
Wi-Fi connected.
And now you can connect easily to your camera.
Okay.
You can switch it to the rear and the front, just the rear or just the front. Yeah. We give all options for that in the menu. Trying to not have. So this is where you can see all of your videos from as far back as it goes, and when your memory card on the actual camera gets full, you don't have to do anything. It'll delete the earliest video that you made on it, and it'll keep cycling that until you save something. So if you have a locked video, you go to your locked section, and I guess there's locked videos on here, so that's interesting. It might have sensed like a G-force or something. You have parking for, you know, when you're parked and somebody hits your car, you'll have video here from emergency recording. There's images from snapshots you can take on the actual camera, and that's all of them. And then you can separate it from either the front or the rear to make it easy.
Channel started.
And then you can change the exposure, that you can make it HDR or not for the front camera, so you'll probably get better FPS if you turn off the HDR, but that means you'll lose that 2K imaging, which is right here. You can see you have 2K image. You can turn off the recording audio, which these are all things you can do on the actual camera, but if you want to do it through your phone and you don't have to press any buttons on the actual system, you can do that here. So here are the list of voice commands you can use for the system. You say these things just aloud in your car and it'll do these things. So tell them the first part.
Take photo.
Wow, that's pretty cool. You can't really see the screen because it's not.
Turn on screen.
Oh,
Video protected.
whoops.
Turn off screen. Turn on screen.
That's pretty good. It turns on right away.
Show both cameras. Show front camera. Show rear camera. Show both cameras.
That's pretty cool.
Ooh, that's awesome.
You know,
Up here, sorry.
That's really cool stuff. Yeah, so definitely keep this booklet up here so you can get used to the voice commands, and then when you get used to them, you can just impress your friends and be like, hey, turn off audio. Turn off audio. And then you can say something discreet. Turn on audio.
Voice recording.
Here is an example of daytime traffic driving quality. And here's the quality driving at a normal highway speed.
You can only call.